So, what are we doing tonight?
We are not doing anything. You're staying here with Chuan. I'm going out.
What? You can't go on a mission without us.
I'm not going on a mission, Bryn. I'm just taking a walk.
Right. And that girl didn't ask you for help.
Which girl?
The one who disappeared. The one from that place that we can't talk about. She asked for your help, and you just dismissed her.
Bryn, you don't understand. That girl Zoe, she was asking for the impossible. I left her world behind a decade ago. I swore to never go back, and now I can't, even if I wanted to. There are other matters to attend to, other people who depend on me, on us. Whatever it was she was asking for, she'll have to find it somewhere else. Trust me, it's not impossible.
I don't agree. If you hadn't risked your life to save mine, I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't be fighting on your side, and there'd be a lot more Azadi walking around. You took a chance when you killed those soldiers back then, and it paid off, didn't it? I'm alive, and I'm on your team. It was risky, but it was the right thing to do.
It's not the same thing. This is our world. Whatever goes on in the other world, it doesn't concern us.
I think you're wrong, but it doesn't matter what I think. I'm still just a kid to you, right?
Bryn.
Will you need any assistance tonight, April on?
I'll go alone. There may not be a curfew yet, but the soldiers will still notice 2 or 3 where they would ignore 1.
That is true, and I need to speak with someone who can supply us with the herbs, potions and medicines we need.
Well, with Torbear in jail and Hamish doing business with the Azadi, Old Town's our best bet, but it closes with the sun.
Tomorrow morning, then, first thing.
Sounds good, but you'll have to go alone. Chuan and Bryn are taking care of the food tomorrow. Binreem is helping them get in touch with some sympathizers.
So be it. I shall make inquiries in Old Town in the morning. May the stars shine on you and your endeavors tonight, April on. Or what is it you sometimes say? Break a foot?
Break a leg. But I like may the stars shine on you better, Naane. I'll need to find a way to get onto the scaffolding without being spotted. I'll need to find a way to get... The door is slightly ajar. If I do that, I'm sure to be noticed.
The delays are out of my hands, Prophet. Rebel raids in the north have impeded deliveries of the necessary raw materials, and further reinforcements from Sadir are not... Of course, I understand perfectly. We will finish on time. We have taken on more workers, and we are making progress by the day. We will reclaim the time lost, Prophet. The tower will stand ready for the inauguration. I swear by the Six that I shall not disappoint you. Sadir has sent an apostle to take care of that particular problem. They say that he is one of the best, though I have yet to meet him in person. He arrives soon. As you wish, Prophet. I will put my most trusted man to the task. Please, Yes. You have made that abundantly clear on several occasions. It will not come to that. I will not fail you. All will be as you have asked, Prophet. May the goddess bless your path, Prophet. Her light will wash across this world and cleanse it of evil.
That was strange. I should try and follow him, find out who this mysterious person is.
Alisa, bring me my supper. I shall be dining in my office tonight.
Hey, that's the man I saw in the emissary's office. I should follow him. I'd like to find out who this prophet is.
Yes, what is... Oh, April. You've returned. Good. Did you want something?
Where did the man in the cloak go?
Who?
The man who just walked through the door. He was wearing a hooded cloak.
No one fitting that description has been in here, April. It's a slow night, I would have noticed.
That's impossible. I saw him walk in here with my own eyes.
Well, I may be old, child, but I am not blind. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do.
I know I saw him walk in here. He couldn't have just vanished.
Olivia?
Yes, sweetie, it's me. Are you... Yusuf Reza?
What? You're breaking up, Liv.
Static's getting worse by the hour. Parts of the wire are down. Can you hear me?
Barely. This is crazy.
I know. We'll have to keep it short. Any news about Reza?
Not yet, but I just arrived in Wati City.
What's it like there?
Nice. Chilly, but nice. What's going on?
Still working. Reza's contacted Waticorp. He protects his sources well. In the meantime, you'll need to find a way inside the corporate campus.
I didn't get all of that, Liv, but call me when you have a name, okay? Hello?
Won't take long. The encryption's military grade, but I'm almost there.
Okay, that's good. I should get going. Oh, and Olivia?
Yes, sweetie?
Thank you. I really appreciate the help.
Don't be silly. Friend too. I'd turn the world upside down to find him.
I know. Thanks anyway.
The connection's deteriorating, sweetie. I'll get back to work and ring you up as soon as I have something. Bye!
I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what that is.
Should be here by now.
Sumimasen?
Huh? Gomenasai. I thought you were someone else. I apologize.
Who did you think I was?
Huh? Oh, my fiancée, Yuriko. She's late. She's never this late. I tried calling her, but there was just static. Ah, who am I kidding? She probably decided not to come.
I'm sure that's not the case. She was probably just held up somewhere.
You don't know her like I do. She's very fastidious. She would have called. No, I have neglected her one time too many, and now she's left me.
But...
I can't wait for her anymore. I have to go.
I can see the torn ticket in there. It hasn't been incinerated yet.
ticket. Oh, okay. It's for getting into the cable car and across the canyon to the museum. That's not going to work. The pieces keep falling apart. Ticket machine. It sells tickets to the Wattycott Museum. I need my mobile to use the machine. Out of order. Please purchase your tickets at the ticket office. So typical. The ticket office is closed. Of course. This just isn't my day. There's only chewing gum left. I don't even like gum. Every pack comes with a special Watty sticker. Okay, that's something. I'll need to use my mobile to make a purchase. This is a one-company town, which means she's definitely waiting for someone. That must be the guy's girlfriend. Hi, are you waiting for someone?
What? Yes. Oh, no. Not exactly. Someone was waiting for me, only he probably left already. I'm very late.
You had a date with your boyfriend to visit the museum?
How did you know?
He was here waiting for you, but he left a little while ago.
He did. Was he upset? Did he say anything?
He seemed to believe you weren't going to show up, and that it was all his fault.
Oh, no. I tried to get here in time, but my train was held up. I even tried to call, but there was only static. I didn't mean to do this to him.
It's not anyone's fault that you were delayed.
You're right, but he's been going through a lot at work lately. It's really affected his confidence, and I haven't been supportive enough. I knew I should have caught an earlier train.
If you tell him why you were so late, I'm sure he won't be upset.
I hope so. Thank you so much for the advice. I don't really have any way of showing my gratitude. But maybe you would like my ticket to the museum. I won't need it now.
Oh, that would be great. I've been trying to get one, but the machine's out of order and the ticket office is closed.
What a happy coincidence. Here you go, and thanks again.
It's the ticket reader for the cable car.
Welcome to Wattycorp, inventors of the Watilla, the Bunny Bot, and the most popular and advanced entertainment technology in the world. Please take a seat and stand clear of the closing doors. We will be departing shortly. You're about to go on an exciting journey into the heart of Wattycorp and experience the amazing history behind one of the planet's most successful corporations. From the Watty entertainment system to the Watilla and beyond, Wattycorp has provided mankind with love, happiness, and billions of hours of entertainment. And in just a few months, Watty will unveil a revolution in home entertainment with the most exciting new product in our 200-year history, Project Altera. This is a great time to be part of our ever-expanding happy family. The future of entertainment is Watty bright. Please ensure that you have all your belongings with you when you leave the car. Enjoy your visit to the Wattycorp Museum.
Hey, so do you have a name for me?
The name. Told you I'd... Encryption. So, are you inside yet?
The line's even worse than before, Liv. I can barely hear you.
Hold on. Let me... There. I've switched us over to a classified eye channel. That should stabilize things quite a bit. Of course, the Eyes Agent software will also light up like a Christmas tree, so we need to be quick. Are you inside Wattycorp yet?
Working on it.
Atta girl. So, the person you need to get in touch with is one Damien Cavanaugh, with a C. And an A-U-G-H. And an A-V-A-N in the middle. Reza was in touch with Cavanaugh through Rio Kuruki, the dead girl in his apartment. Rio and Damien worked together.
I remember Reza talking to Rio on the phone when I last saw him. So Damien Cavanaugh's the source. How do I find him?
He's a resident of Watty City, but he's not currently on the wire. I believe Wattycorp's shielded. Mobiles won't work inside the main campus. If he's not on the wire, he must be at work. Either that or the static's messing things up.
We'll have to bet on the former, since I'm already heading into the lion's den. Where exactly does he work?
Don't know. I could dig into the Watty databank, but it might trigger some alarms. And we don't want to trigger any alarms, sweetie. I do know that Rio Kuruki worked as a systems analyst in biotech and that Cavanaugh's in software. I'll keep digging, and I'll send you a message if I find any more info on the guy. We should stick to just messages from now on. This connection's too risky, and the static's interfering with everything else.
Okay. I will find him. I have to find him.
Good luck, sweetie, and be careful. Shit, agents have locked on. Gotta run.
Liv? Olivia? I hope she's okay.
What are you doing? Get away from there. That exhibit is very expensive. It's not meant to be touched.
Hero, what are you doing? I told him to keep his hands off the exhibit, sir. I apologize for my grandson's behavior.
You should do a better job of keeping your grandson in check, ma'am.
If you do that again, Hero, we're going straight home, and you're not getting any dessert tonight.
He looks just right for the job.
Hey! That door is for staff only.
Really? I'm sorry. I was, looking for a bathroom.
No bathroom, staff only. Sorry.
The only way I'm getting past that is if Olivia gives me a hand. Not literally, of course. That would be so wrong. Hi there. Not a big talker, are you? Or maybe you're just shy. Okay. Do you want some gum?
Yes. Only, I'm not supposed to take candy from strangers, or talk to strangers, or look at strangers.
It's not really candy. It's gum.
Really? Okay. Thank you. It's really good.
How's the gum?
Really good. Thank you. Thank you for the gum.
Touching the exhibits will trigger the alarm. Enjoying your gum?
Yes.
Good. Maybe you can help me with something in return.
What?
I need you to distract the guard. Can you do that?
Maybe, but Obazan will be very, very upset. Again.
Please. It's for a really good purpose, I promise. And it'll be fun.
Are you really a grown-up?
I am.
Because I'm only supposed to listen to grown-ups. Okay, I'll help you. Watch this.
Hey!
Gojira! Gojira!
Someone forgot to close their locker. There's a uniform in here. It probably belongs to a maintenance worker or a cleaner. It's a ventilation duct used by the bots to connect between different parts of the building. It won't budge. I'll need to wait until that bot comes back. This is my chance. I'll have to hurry.
Who are you? Are you new?
New? Oh, seriously? I've worked here for over a year now. You don't see the person, do you? Just the uniform. Oh, typical.
Well, of course I recognize you. You're...
Tara. I'm just heading up to the 3rd floor to check some of the, vending machines.
Oh, okay. I'll see you later. Let me get the elevator for you.
So... No, nothing. Sorry.
What?
Sorry, just clearing my throat. Dry air. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, the air.
Dry.
Almost there.
Please stop immediately, honored guest. Please, honored guest, do not leave the waiting area without an authorized escort. Thank you, and have a fulfilling and productive day. Your unauthorized intrusion has triggered my security. Our honored guests are requested and required to stay behind the line and inside the waiting area until an authorized escort arrives. Thank you. Please, honored guest, do not leave the waiting area without an authorized escort. Thank you, and have a fulfilling and productive day.
This must be Damien Kavanagh's office, and that's the only person I see in here. So, Damien?
Hello, can I help you?
I'm looking for Damien Kavanagh.
Speaking. Well, what do you need? I have clearance to work today.
I don't work here. I'm a friend of Reza Tamiz, Jericho.
Jericho? Jesus. How did you... Hold on a second. Let me just...
What did you just do?
I made sure that this remains a private conversation. How did you get in here? This place is a bloody fortress.
I'm getting good at finding my way into impenetrable fortresses. I'm Zoe.
Damien Cav... You already know who I am, which I find sorely disturbing. I told Jericho that he couldn't talk to anyone about this. Did Jericho send you? I haven't been able to contact him.
Jericho's gone. Something's happened to him. But he left me enough info to locate you.
He's disappeared. Oh, Jesus. That's not good. What about Rio? She went to see Jericho 5 days ago.
Is she... Are you close?
We work together. Why? What's happened?
I think she's... dead.
Are you serious? Oh, Jesus. I'm in way over my head on this one. I shouldn't have asked her to go. What happened to her?
I don't know. I found her in Jericho's apartment. She was hooked up to this white plastic thing, and there were wires going into her head.
The Dreamer.
What?
That's what it's called. A Dreamer. It's not supposed to kill you.
I know. They hooked me up to one.
Who hooked you up to a Dreamer?
2 girls. Twins. I don't know who they work for, but I'm guessing they're connected to your company.
I've seen them around. They work for Miss Gilmore, the president.
I think maybe they got to Rio as well. And they're after Jericho... after Reza. I was hoping he'd made it here.
I haven't heard from him since Thursday. Sorry. Rio rang me when she got into Casablanca and told me she'd met with Jericho.
That must have been right before... I found her in Jericho's apartment, and minutes later the Eye raided the place. I was arrested, but they let me go the next morning.
Is there anyone who isn't involved in this?
This? What? I decided to track Reza down in order to help him. He's my best friend. But I don't know what this is, or what I've gotten myself involved in. Now Reza's vanished, and you're the only lead I have left. Can you please just tell me what this is?
You don't know anything?
Only what I've picked up on the way here. Reza never shares his stories with me. I know that Watty Corp is working on something, and that they've been testing it out on people in Newport. You called it the Dreamer. I know that the Dreamer is probably connected to the static somehow, and that is most likely what Reza was investigating in the first place. And I also know that Watty Corp is keen to keep all of this under wraps. Keen enough to kill people. Apart from that, I have no idea who you are, what you've told Reza, what Rio was doing in his apartment, and what this Dreamer thing is all about. So you're going to have to fill me in, and I'm not leaving here until you do. I've come too far to go back now. If I can't help Reza, at least I want to know why. I want the truth.
Right. Well, okay. I understand you want the truth. I wish I could tell you. I'm putting myself at great risk here, Zoe. I don't know who you are. For all I know, you could be working for the corporation. And then again, if you do, I'm already done for anyway, so... You're right about all of it. Watercorp's working on something big. The Dreamer. It's a device that'll let you dream anything you've got a mind to dream. Lucid dreams. You're awake and in control. Can you just imagine the possibilities? Every other entertainment medium would simply disappear overnight. Why watch a movie when you can dream it? It was destined to be the biggest thing in history, and it was supposed to go on the market in a few months from now. However, about 3 months ago, something happened. There was a contamination in the network that connects each Dreamer console with the central processor, Dreamcore. I used to work on the network code, the parts that link the Dreamers with DreamNet. When the problem appeared, my bosses asked me to head up the group charged with identifying the problem on this end, to weed out the bugs. What we discovered was that DreamNet was beginning to slip out of our control. There was a contamination, but it wasn't a bug. It wasn't internal. We figured someone had hacked into the network and introduced a virus or worm, something sneaky and adaptable. It didn't take me long to realize there was a link between the static and our problems. The static wasn't the cause, it was the effect. Whatever had infiltrated DreamNet was, for lack of a better word, leaking out onto the wire, causing glitches and system crashes. When I told my supervisors, I was instructed to not ask any questions and to just keep working on the problem. So I did what they told me, but at the same time I started digging deeper on my own. And that's when I met Rio. She was working with the biological systems that run our code and operates DreamNet, the central processor known as Dreamcore. She'd been digging too, and like me, she'd reached an impasse. So we started working together to identify and nail down the contamination. We figured that sooner or later the static would be traced back to Watercorp, and then we'd be out of a job. Besides, it was getting serious. People were dying. So we kept digging, and then one day, about a week ago, we discovered something that changed everything. We discovered the truth behind Project Altura, behind DreamNet, behind the Dreamers. Wadi isn't making these things to entertain people. They're making them to spy on and to control people. DreamNet was designed to record people's dreams, and Dreamcore was designed to analyze them. Wadi Corp can extract private and personal information about anyone who's ever been connected to a Dreamer. And that's just the beginning. By feeding data back through the Dreamer, they can plant thoughts, instructions, even hypnotic suggestions in people's heads. DreamNet is the biggest brainwashing experiment of all time, disguised as mindless entertainment.
And now someone's hacking into it.
What? Oh, right, exactly. Someone's trying to take control of the network, the most dangerous weapon of all time. Rio and I, we realized we had to tell someone, but we also knew that the corporation would do anything to protect their secret. If we went to the media, we'd be dead. We had to find someone with the guts to expose Wadi, while protecting our identities.
The hand that bites.
Who better to expose this conspiracy than Jericho and his notorious feed? We knew he wouldn't be afraid to go up against Wadi Corp. So we got in touch, and then Rio went over to Casablanca to meet him. She brought a prototype Dreamer with her to prove we weren't crazy. We knew the risk, but what else could we do? And now... I can't believe Rio's dead. And Jericho. I'm afraid that if nothing's done, this'll keep escalating. The static will get worse. DreamNet will be hijacked, or the corporation will launch the Dreamer. Any way you turn it, it's bad. Real bad.
This is... And you're sure about this, Damien? It sounds like science fiction.
The people behind it seem to believe that it's possible. And the Dreamer works. I've tried it many times. It's incredible. Like nothing you've ever experienced.
But to know that they have free access to your innermost thoughts...
I won't use it again, that's for sure. Not with everything I know now.
Is there anything you can do to stop it?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it since I first realized what was happening. The static's starting to kill people. And if the Dreamer launches, I don't want to think about what might happen then. So yes, something can probably be done, but I can't do it by myself. The plan was for Rio to help me when she got back from Casablanca. I don't know who else to trust. So I'm a bit stuck.
You can trust me.
Yeah, I know, but you're not... I can't just ask... Why would you want to help?
Why? How can I not help? I may not be any closer to finding Reza, but at least I can do my part in exposing this conspiracy.
It's too dangerous. You could get caught. Or worse.
If you knew what I'd been through these past few days, you wouldn't say that. Whatever it is you need me to do, I'll do it.
Are you sure?
Damien, we don't have a choice. This is what Reza was doing. He was taking a stand. He was risking his life to expose Wati Corp. I can't run away from this one. I have to do this. For Reza. For everyone. For myself.
Sounds like you've really thought this one through. Okay, if you're sure.
I'm sure.
Well, you've definitely arrived in the nick of time. If we're doing this, we have to do it now.
Just tell me what we're doing. I'm ready.
Okay, good. So we need evidence. We need to know where the intrusion is coming from, and we need to stop the static from causing any more damage.
So how do we do all that?
I have to stay here. This is the only place I can access the system from. You, on the other hand, you're going on a long hike into the Wati Caves. From the time I open this door, you have 30 minutes to make it down to minus 58. That shouldn't be too hard. At least you don't have to go up. Yet.
I'm fit.
You definitely look it. Okay, one moment. Alright, Zoe, so you know what to do.
I go down to sub-level 58. In exactly half an hour from now, you'll disengage the alarm, and I'll open the door.
Remember that once you're through, The door will be tagged for maintenance by the security systems. If you open it again before the scheduled time, we're screwed.
I got that.
And the rest of it?
I got it. All of it.
Good. Keep in mind that I can't call you while we're inside the building, so we won't be in touch until this is over. Best of luck, Zoe.
Thanks, Damien. You too. Still a few minutes left. I have to wait. The light's green. Time to go.
First off, keep an eye out for spiders. If they spot you, you're toast. Use doorways and ventilation shafts to hide in when they're close. Stay quiet and out of sight, and you'll be fine. Alright, so in order to get into the Dream Core itself, you need to find a way into the offices surrounding the core room. And to do that, we have to cut the power to the doors. I can shut down the necessary grids if you can patch me into the closed circuit system down there. Locate and remove the wall panel marked PSA1 and upload the software I gave you directly into the system. The panel is on the outer wall of the hallway, on the opposite side of where you come in, close to the doors to subsection 2. May be hard to spot, so keep your eyes open. And remember to keep your eyes and ears open for spiders. I want you back in one piece.
There's something in that wall. There's a sliding panel here, and it's marked PSA1. That's the one. It's open. I can access the closed-circuit system now. I'll just upload Damien's software into the closed-circuit system. There. That should allow him to shut off the power to the office doors.
As soon as you upload the patch, I'll be able to shut off the power to the doors. After that, you should be able to get into the offices. Unfortunately, the door to the core room itself will still be locked. It operates on its own secure grid, and the only way to get into the core is to use an authorized access key. We'll get to that later. Now, you need to scan the bioworm I gave you, and before you can do that, you'll need to place it in a special capsule. You'll find those capsules in the laboratory just down the hall from the panel.
This is the med lab. This must be the laboratory. This looks like the kind of capsule I need to scan the worm.
After inserting the worm into the capsule, you'll need to scan it. You'll also need to scan yourself. The scanners, with my remote assistance, will upload both yours and the worm's DNA into the Dream Core's guardware. This will allow you access through the airlock. Both scanners are located in the med lab.
This is the med lab. It's a full body scanner. It reads all my biometric data and uploads it to the system.
DNA and cellular composition analyzed.
It's a small biometric scanner. Put your specimen in a capsule, stick it in there, and it reads all the relevant biometric data.
DNA and cellular composition of biological entity analyzed and cleared for entry and insertion into core.
After you've scanned both the worm and yourself, you need to locate a key to the core room. The security officer in shift won't be in his office. I'll make sure of that. But Rio told me they always keep a spare key around. That's in blatant violation of security procedures, but it makes our job a lot easier. You'll need to search the security offices to find it.
This looks like the security office. Damien told me not to go in there until I'm ready. The security's pretty heavy. The security in this office is pretty heavy. I'll need to do exactly what Damien told me to do.
The security office has an isolated grid that isn't connected to the building systems. If it's on, I'm afraid you're going to have to disengage that too. It can be switched off from the inside by one of the security spiders. Check the cybernetics office. There should be an extra spider in there. Use the software I uploaded to your mobile to control it remotely. Inside the security office there'll be a dock where the spider can access the local grid. The spider you'll be controlling won't have the right security clearance, however, so you'll need to find a way to upgrade its clearance. If you fry one of the patrolling spiders and download its clearance, you should be able to dock with the security office grid.
I'm guessing this is the cybernetics office. I like spiders a lot better when they're inactive. It's a console. Damien said that I can control a spider remotely with the software he put on my mobile. Who would be stupid enough to leave a data key in a jacket pocket? Yes, idiots.
When you've found the spare key in the security office, use it to enter the core room. We need to get the worm into the dream core. Once that's done, I can start pulling information from the core to my console. To get to the core, you must pass through the airlock and a decontamination process. And don't worry, it's perfectly harmless. From this point on, you'll need to be vigilant. There's a team on duty in the core room, most likely 2 or 3 scientists. They'll be preoccupied, however, so you should be able to sneak past them. If they spot you, they'll trigger the alarm, and you'll be fried, literally. Go to the lower platform. That's where you'll find the injection tube. Insert the capsule with the worm into the tube, push the button, and the worm will do the rest. After that, all you need to do is stay low and get out as fast as you can. I'll cut the alarm to the fire exit at the agreed time, so be there. If anything should go wrong, you'll need to find another way out on your own.
I hope this key is active. Let's see. This controls the access to the decontamination chamber between the observation platform and the core itself.
Talk to me. What's wrong with you? Who's inside you?
It looks like a living, breathing creature. And in a way, it is. There's something in that wall.
She's getting agitated. We need to calm her down.
The core's definitely reacting to external stimuli. But what? This doesn't look like the normal spikes. And there's absolutely no activity on DreamNet. What's eating her?
Good question. Whatever it is, it's serious. I've never seen her like this.
Uh-oh. Guess who decided to pay us a little visit?
Gilmore?
None other. She's probably here for another status report. Why can't she just be happy with the daily briefings from the chief?
Don't say anything stupid, okay? I don't fancy getting fired just because you shoot your mouth off to her. She is the boss.
And what idiot gave her that job? She has absolutely no qualifications.
Shh. Miss Gilmore, what an unexpected honor. May we help you with anything?
I thought I'd come down here to check on the progress myself. Why are there only 2 of you here?
It's Sunday evening. The team can't work 24 hours a day. They'll start making mistakes and...
We're on shifts, Miss Gilmore. Dr. Lee and I have the core until tomorrow morning.
Shifts? We're 4 months away from launch, everything's gone to hell, and your team's working shifts. People can take the day off when this crisis has been resolved. If Alchera doesn't launch as planned, you'll all be fired.
I don't think you...
I couldn't care less what you think. That's not what I pay you for. I pay you to find out who's fucking with my project.
We're working on that. But it's been a difficult day. There've been spikes, and the leakage is getting worse.
Meaning what?
There have been fresh outbreaks of static interference across the wire, coinciding with violent fluxes in Angana.
What sort of fluxes?
Both physical spasms, like nervous twitches, and bursts of pure energy, and data. Hugely complex bursts of data. It doesn't make sense, but Angana appears to be... how shall I put this? Expanding, okay? There's more data inside it than it can physically store.
How's that even possible?
It really isn't. That's also why it's overloading, creating spikes that travel at the speed of light into the wire. If it keeps expanding...
We might theoretically be able to shut it down, but we don't know what consequences that might have, both to the project and to the wire.
It could be catastrophical. Everything connected to the wire, and I mean everything, could conceivably be affected.
It's not an option. Disregarding the possible effects to the wire, if there's any chance the project's timeline will be thrown off, it's unacceptable. You'll have to identify the problem and isolate the intrusion into the system. Now, I want a detailed breakdown of what your team's doing and when I can expect to see concrete results. Can we stabilize the Dream Core?
For short periods of time, which gives us a window to test DreamNet. Angana has responded positively to direct infusions of Morpheus.
All right. Walk me through the process.
That's him, the man I've been following. I haven't seen any other boats here. I'll need to find some other way to get to the other side. One of those creatures sang to the door, and it opened up. Magic. You gotta love it. That creature didn't touch the door. It just opened as if by magic. So magic then. Always with the magic. It's a panel with 3 stone buttons. Maybe it's a kind of archaic magical keypad. There must be some combination needed to open the door. I'll just try something. There must be some combination needed to open. It's a panel with 3 stone buttons. Maybe it's a kind of archaic magical keypad. I think that's an altar. That's it. The combination needed to open the door. This doesn't look like any of those creatures walking around. It must be a different species. For some reason, I don't think these symbols were created by the creatures that live here now. It looks very old and very solid. That wall doesn't look very solid. That looks a bit scary. The gate's solid. Whatever it's protecting, it must be something very valuable. This is where that secret door is located. I keep thinking I've seen a creature like this before. But where? Could this be the ancestor of a species in Arcadia? I keep thinking I've seen a creature. I keep thinking I've seen. It's a sarcophagus. There's something glowing in there, and I can hear a ticking sound. There's a glowing object in there. And is that ticking? It sounds like clockwork. There's an empty slot in the center of the gate. Maybe it's for some kind of key. the balance? What is this place? It's like a million voices or dreams, trapped, stored. What's happening? What did I do?
We'll need to step up the testing soon if we hope to get enough data to go by. The limited trials have wielded interesting results, but a few hundred subjects won't exactly tax the system.
I understand. And you think the Dream Corps will be able to handle that?
She'll have to, Miss Gilmore. There's no question that I'm gonna...
What's that?
I'm not... Wait. There's been a sudden surge of energy inside DreamNet. I don't know if it's emanating from the core or from some externals.
The core room will go into lockdown. You need to get out of here, Miss Gilmore, or you'll be stuck until the facility's been cleared and DreamNet checked for intrusions. And that could take the whole night.
But...
We need to get you out of here, Miss Gilmore. Right now.
You two are staying put. I want a full update once the lockdown has been lifted.
Yes, Miss Gilmore.
Be advised that lockdown will go into effect soon, and security has been called in to do a full sweep of the facilities. Lockdown will commence in T-minus 60 seconds. Please evacuate the core room. The core room is entering lockdown. Please step away from all entrances. This is your final warning. The core is under lockdown. Please proceed to the nearest elevator to vacate the premises. Lockdown is in effect. All non-essential personnel must vacate the core immediately.
All right, boys, move out.
Please proceed to the nearest elevator.
You two head in that direction. And you're with me. We'll head the other way and regroup on the other side.
All non-essential personnel must proceed to the nearest elevator and report to their assigned security station immediately.
Check out that office? I'll cover you. Okay.
Elevator. That's probably the only way out.
Find April. Save April.
I did. I found her. But what is it you want me to do? She doesn't need to be saved.
Save me.
Those flowers are beautiful. Everything is so colourful. The water is teeming with fish. I think that's carp. Those flowers are beautiful.
What? Stop. Stop. Don't come any closer. How did you get here? Who are you? You're not supposed to be up here. This floor's restricted. Leave. Now!
What is this place?
I said, leave right... Wait. I recognize you. You're that girl, the one from Casablanca. The one who was with that awful reporter.
Reporter? You mean Reza? Where is he?
No, don't! Don't come any closer. I'm warning you.
Why are you so afraid?
Security will be here in a few seconds.
So why aren't they here already? Do they even know about this place? I think you're bluffing. I don't think anyone's coming. I think you're alone up here. The security systems are affected by the static, isn't that right? That's why you didn't see me coming. Or maybe it's not the static. Maybe the little girl did it. After all, she sent me up here. Why would she do that? Who are you?
What little girl? Are you and her working together? What are you doing to me? You're taking away my senses.
Yes, I'm working with her. And we can do a lot worse than taking your senses away. Tell me what you know about Reza.
Reza? The reporter? The one who calls himself Jericho the bumper shit. If you seek to destroy what I've spent my life creating, you'd better come prepared. Your friend, he was not prepared. When he hooked himself up to the Dreamer, I saw him. All of him. And I fed on him. You were in there, in his head, in his dreams. All of you. Naked, writhing, alive, sweating, mooning. I enjoyed that. It made me hard.
Where is he? What have you done to him, you monster?
He's in a very dark place. His dreams are gone, I took them. But why can't I take yours? What makes you so special?
Special? What do you mean?
My pets put you into dreamland, but I couldn't enter you. Your dreams were closed to me. That's never happened before. That makes you very, very special. Your friend, on the other hand, the one who loved you, the one who made love to you, he wasn't so special, he was like the others.
What did you do to him? Tell me.
I ate his dreams. He's dead. You can't save him now.
No. Reza's not... He can't be. You're lying. He's alive, I know it. You piece of shit. Tell me where Reza is, now.
No! If you come closer, I'll... I'll have you destroyed. I'll have you torn to pieces, bit by bit. I don't want to destroy you. I want to learn from you.
What?
You're different from the others. And you're connected to that fucking girl, the one who's destroying my web. You will stay, and I will study you.
Is that so? What's gonna stop me from ripping those cables from your body right now? Will you survive that? You monster?
Don't you dare! Oh, finally. My most treasured pets are here. They'll take good care of you, I promise. You'll stay here with me, Zoe, and together we will explore that mind of yours. Your thoughts and dreams will open up to me like a book, and I will read them all. I will find out who you are. I'll find out what you're doing to me.
You're not getting me. And I'll be back for you, I promise.
Do you know who I am? Do you? I created this place. I created this company. I am this company. I see everything. I know everything. I know that you're working with that horrible diseased child. Her infection spreads across my web like weed in a garden. My beautiful garden. She makes me blind again. Deaf. Lost. Trapped. In the dark. I won't let that happen again. I'm not going back into the darkness. Never. 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 Take her. Now. Now. Don't let her escape. What are you doing? Get her.
It might be able to carry me down to the street, but it'd be a real leap of faith. It's a long way down.
Hello? Who's this?
Damien, it's Zoe.
Zoe, thank God. I'm so relieved to hear your voice. Are you okay? Where are you?
I'm okay. I made it out in one piece. But I want to get as far away from this place as possible.
You can crash at my place tonight. There's not a lot of space, but you'll be safe there.
Thanks. That sounds perfect. I could definitely use a shower and a change of clothes.
I'll try and guide you to a place where we can meet. The first thing you need to do is find the boardwalk.
It does sound as though the Azadi have plans with this tower, Aprilon, but I cannot see what that would be. They claim to shun magic, even though this technology of theirs relies on it. Maybe the tower is such a device, a magical machine.
Maybe it's a weapon. I got the sense that it was very important that they make their deadline.
From what little I know of the Azadi, they have never previously built such a thing, but it is possible. They have powerful thaumaturgists, these Westlanders, and I suspect that their hostility to magic comes from their wish to control it, and their fear that others may know more about magic than they do. As for this place you discovered deep below us, this chamber of dreams.
I'm not sure that's the right word, but I don't know how else to describe it. I could hear the voices of thousands of people around me. I'm sure it's connected to the tower. The chamber appears to be located right below it, and the man I followed from the tower led me there.
This worries me, April on. Dreams are powerful things. Combined with this Azadi machine, if that is what it is, it could have serious consequences. I shall send word to my blood sister in Irhad. She has connections in the strangest of places. Maybe she knows more. I would also have liked to see this chamber with my own eyes. Perhaps then I would understand more.
I tried going back through, but the rock's solid. There's half a mile of mountain between us and the caves. Without the portal, there's no way down there.
I will look at the wall in the cellar where you said the portal opened up. Perhaps I can learn how this musical magic works. I must say that I am intrigued. It reminds me a great deal of Banda magic. They sing to the earth to dig their tunnels. The Banda songs do not work on rock, but the magic could still be related.
Keep this under wraps, Naane. Don't let anyone get wind of what you're doing, not even Benrime. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Of course. I shall be cautious. Perhaps this is the opportunity we have been praying for, if we do not soon find a weakness in the Azadi front.
And we keep fighting them with the weapons we already have. What else can we do?
I am not suggesting we lay down our arms, April on, but we are fast dwindling in numbers. Not a day goes by when someone is not killed, captured, and sent west to an unknown fate, or abandons the cause. We may soon need an alternative to force. There are many, we are few, and the Azadi support among the common people grows daily.
We're not dead yet, Naane, and it might be that this new information will help us. If that tower is as important as I suspect it is, we have a new target. I'll talk to some contacts, see what they know and what they've heard. Tell Bren and Chuan to get the remaining supplies on their own. They'll need to leave tomorrow evening as planned. We can't afford any delays.
Will you not go with them?
I haven't decided yet. It depends on what information I manage to dig up. If I get a lead, I'll have to follow it.
So be it. I may wait for you, but I will leave a message with Benrime if I, too, set course for home. May the stars guide you, April. We will see each other again soon.
Benrime. She's the one thing in my life that hasn't changed in the past decade. I wish I could just sit down, gaze into the fire, and forget everything. But I can't. I wish I could just sit down. Benrime?
So, child, did you find that person you were looking for last evening?
What? Oh, no, No.
What's the matter? You seem distracted.
I'm okay, Benrime.
All right. Well, the day is getting on. If there's anything you need, come see me.
Actually, Benrime, there is something. I'm confused.
About what, child?
I'm not sure what to do, and I would appreciate your advice.
I see. Well, child, I'll do the best I can, though I'm no wise woman. What's wrong?
I think something's going on, something potentially bad. Something involving the bounce between the twin worlds.
Ah. Does this have anything to do with that nice young woman from Stark? Zoe, was it?
It may. It does, but I can't tell you all the details. I don't even understand what's going on. I'm just worried that I might be involved somehow.
I see, and you would prefer not to be involved.
I've done my share for the balance, and I have more pressing concerns. People depend on me.
Yes, they do, but that is no excuse.
I'm not looking for excuses. I'm looking for answers. I need to know what I'm supposed to do this time.
Such answers aren't always easy to come by, April. Often we have to rely on faith alone to carry us through. Still, I understand that you want something more concrete than that, April. Very well. Here's my advice. You must speak with the Guardian of the Balance.
I've thought the same thing, but it's impossible. I can't shift anymore, and even if I could, the Guardian's realm is closed to me.
Maybe so, and maybe not. There is someone out there who might be able to help you.
Who?
An old friend of yours. The White of the Kin. The White Dragon.
You're right. If anyone can help me contact the Guardian, it's her. But I don't know where she is. She vanished just after she was born.
You are April Ryan. I'm certain that someone in this city can help you locate her. Have faith in yourself, and in the balance.
I had faith once, Benrime. Look where it got me. What's left of the person I used to be?
I still see the same girl who walked through that door a decade past.
I'm not her anymore. I don't even remember what she was like. Now I'm just...
Well, I'll be damned. April bloody Ryan. I can't believe it.
Who? Brian? Brian Westhouse?
The very same. God damn, I can't believe it's you. How the hell are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you? You're looking pretty good for someone I thought was dead.
Well, likewise. I mean, I knew you survived the Tyrant invasion and the events that followed, but then... nothing.
I've been traveling. You?
The same. I've been back to Mercuria a few times, but I've never stayed long. Oh, I reckon the invasion got me thinking about how much I hadn't seen and experienced. Besides, my head was stuck in the bottle, so time was ripe for a change of pace. And a change of pace I got. I've been to the four corners of the world, quite literally.
So what are you doing at the Journeyman?
Just revisiting old haunts, and hoping to score a cup of Benrime's mulled wine, of course. How about yourself?
Same thing. I'm in the city for only a few days.
Well, even more fortuitous that we bumped into each other then.
Speaking of coincidences, maybe you can help me with something.
Absolutely. What do you need?
There's something going on, something that may be affecting both worlds.
Why, Ms. Ryan, you seem to get drawn into these things every time. Can you be any more specific?
It's more a feeling than anything else, so I need to confirm my suspicions. Or, preferably, disprove them. I need to speak with the Guardian.
Who better to tell you if anything's happening with the balance? So, why not just shift there?
I can't. I've lost the power to shift. But it was never that easy to get to the Guardian's realm in the first place. So to find the Guardian, I need a little help from someone else. The White Dragon.
Oh, yes. I'd imagine she could give you some pointers.
The problem is I don't know where to find her. She could be anywhere.
Not so. I may know where to find her. I met a fellow traveler, a Dolmari from the Rose Court, actually, on a ship from Gien to Irhad not long ago. He told me he'd been to the Dark People's Library. Not many people are allowed there, and it was a great privilege. While he was there, however, he said that he was introduced to a pale, white-haired woman who introduced herself as the White of the Kin. Now, I don't know if she's still there or how you'll get to the Dark People's City, but it should at least get you on the right path.
It does. Thank you, Brian. This is very helpful. It was good seeing you again. Are you staying long?
Another week, perhaps. Enough time to visit friends and pick up some things that I can't get elsewhere in this world. Then it's off to sea again. I've been thinking about heading east, perhaps convincing a whale rider to take me along on a hunt.
Sounds exciting. Take care, Brian.
And you, Ms. Ryan? April. Now, I have business with the innkeeper. So, how about it, Ben Rime? Do you have a cup or four of your mulled wine to spare for an old drunkard?
As I remember at Westhouse, you still owe me money on your tab from before the war.
My God, you have the memory of a stickman. Ms. Salmon, I've honestly missed this place. Hell, you're probably right. I owed a lot of people money back then. Seeing as I'm still a bit short on cash, you'll have to add this to my tab. But I'm coming into some gold tomorrow. Old debts repaid, so I'll settle it then.
That'll be the day the Azadi decide to just up and leave. Money first. Mulled wine after.
You're a tough woman, and I respect that. I have to tell you about this tavern I visited in a town near Altaban.
Potions, herbs, curiously shaped cookies, everything a wizard, witch, or warlock may require, using only the finest organic ingredients, elguan bladders, rat tails, dung.
Good God, Roper Clacks.
At your service, milady. What may I do for... Wait. I know you. Where do I know you from? April. April Ryan.
Oh, well...
How lovely to see you.
Say what?
It's been too long, my dear. Too long.
Yeah. I guess it's been... long.
What have you been up to?
This and that.
How lovely. Me? I'm rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated? How so?
Being soundly walloped by you was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Really?
Oh, yes. It gave me perspective, time to think. When I finally escaped that confounding device, I joined WWWA. Wicked Witches and Warlocks Anonymous. It's a marvelous support group for wizarding professionals.
Oh.
Oh, it helped tremendously to find others who shared my affliction.
Affliction?
A desire for evil deeds and world domination, your basic, EDWD syndrome.
I see. And now?
Cured! I'm free of my desire to conquer and control, and I'm happy to be a simple merchant and published author.
I guess that's a good thing.
It is. It is indeed. So, April Ryan, is there anything I can do to help repay what you did for me?
I actually do need some help.
That's great! Anything to assist the woman who turned my life around.
I'm looking for a way to get to the city of the Dark People.
Visiting old friends, I take it? Your adventures are the stuff of legends, April Ryan. By the way, did you ever read that pamphlet they published? The one with the amusing drawings? April Rye Bread and the Rod of Joy?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'll never forget that illustration where the Dolmari lady takes the Rod of Joy and sticks it right...
Anyway, about the Dark People City.
Ah, yes. What do you plan on doing there?
I need to visit their library.
The library? Indeed. They are collectors, these Dark People. They collect all sorts of knowledge, arcane, forbidden knowledge. Anyway, as luck would have it, there's a shadow ship docked down in the harbor right now. I'm sure they'll let the famous April Ryan, I'm sure they will give you passage to their city.
That's perfect, thank you. You said something about being an author?
A published one. I wrote my memoirs a few years ago. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax.
What's the F stand for?
Nothing. It just looked better on the cover. Anyway, as it turned out, the first and only print run had a slight problem. A small charm made its way onto page 108. When readers got to that page, the book, as misfortune would have it, exploded.
And you had nothing to do with that.
Me? Absolutely not. I've been acquitted of all charges, and every single lawsuit has been dismissed in the magical court. I'm quite innocent. It does mean, however, that only one copy of Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Roper F. Clax exists, and that would be mine. I've decharmed it, and page 108 is quite safe to read now, if you're interested.
Not really, no. How did you get out of that calculator I trapped you in?
I had to learn advanced trigonometry. After that, it was as easy as multiplying the root of pi with the volume of my mathematical prison.
Oh, that sounds pretty complicated.
It took me 5 years, but I gained some important personal skills in the process. I even had time to write a book, so it was all for the best.
Thanks.
At your service, milady. If you ever need a potion or a charm, visit Roper's Spells and Philtres.
The captain. He looks a bit too relaxed, seeing as there are still supplies left to be loaded. How are things going?
Most of the supplies are on board. We're missing a few crates of grains and vegetables, a delivery of potions, and some other bits and pieces.
Good. Don't linger too long.
The paperwork's already being processed by the Azadi. Those fools. If only they knew what...
Shh! Not here. I don't think it's a good idea to tempt fate.
I didn't think you believed in that spiritual claptrap, Raven. Fate? Ha! We make our own destiny.
Still, better to be on the safe side. You don't foresee any problems, then?
Everything's in order. This ship's going to the islands. At least according to all the properly stamped and perfectly forged documents.
I'll rest easy only when you've reached safe harbor.
Don't fret. You'll rest easy soon enough.
A Samare. I thought they didn't like the ocean. Maybe she's curious. It's one of the dark people. A dark person. He's probably a shadow guide. The captain of that shadow ship. I seek passage to your city. I wish to visit the library.
We are here to trade and to collect. We do not take on passengers.
A long time ago, I sailed on one of your ships, and I met one of your people. He called me a wave.
Not many of your kind would lay claim to such a title.
I'm not laying claim to anything. I'm just telling you what he told me.
If you were a wave, we would grant you passage. But all I see is a human.
I'm desperate. I need to get to your city, to your library. I'm looking for someone.
There are no humans in the city. Rarely is anyone allowed to visit our forest.
Not a human. Someone else. The White of the Drag kin.
I know of no such creature. You should look elsewhere.
I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
I'll pay you good money for passage.
We do not crave money, human.
Then what do you want?
We are here to find new additions to our library. Someday it will be complete, and we can sleep. Until then, we travel, and we collect.
I'd like to ask for passage again.
We do not take on passengers.
I'm sure we can come to some sort of understanding.
We cannot. We do not take on passengers. Ever.
You did once. A long time ago, I was given passage on one of your ships.
Then you were fortunate. It does not happen very often.
Potions, herbs, curiously shaped cookies. Roper Clacks, at your service.
Would you be interested in parting with that book of yours?
Oh, I don't know. It's the last remaining copy, you know. All the other copies spontaneously combusted.
I'm aware of that, but I need something to get me passage on that shadow ship down in Shady Quay.
You believe my book would help with that?
Maybe. The Dark People collect books, and yours is quite unique. Isn't that so?
It is. It is.
Wouldn't you consider it an honor to have your first published novel become a part of the greatest library in Arcadia?
I would. I would indeed. Wait, I have it right here. I carry it with me always. There you go. Treat it with care. Don't let it get wet. Don't feed it red meat. And for the love of the balance, do not hold it upside down when there's a full moon. Oh, never again shall I glance upon the top 10 reasons why you should not build a flying castle on page 42 and smile knowingly.
But think about it. Thousands of people will get to enjoy your unique outlook on life. Your book will be part of something much, much greater.
You're right. Of course, you're right. Go on, take it away, or I shall become emotional, and when a wizard weeps, the whole world weeps with him. Ah, the humanity, the humanity.
You collect books, isn't that right?
We collect all that is written and recorded. Books, scrolls, stones, crystals, history, poetry, journals, stories. From the first word to someday, the last. Until our collection is complete, we will continue to travel, to trade, and to collect.
I guess the last existing copy of a rare book would be pretty important to you.
It would be. Unless we already possess it.
You don't. Not this one. Farewell to My Wizarding Days by Rupert F. Clacks.
I will speak with my brothers at the library. This is a book we do not have. We need it for our library. Will you part with it?
For a price. I need to get to your city.
Show me the book so that I can see for myself. Very well, human. This book is of value to us. We will grant you passage on our shadow ship.
Thank you. When do we leave?
Very soon. We await only the last deliveries from our suppliers. Step aboard.
You sure you don't want anything to eat? I can order in.
I'm not very hungry. Thanks, though.
All right. Some coffee? Tea?
No, thanks.
I have, whiskey.
I'm fine, Damien. Really.
All right.
So, what do you think?
I think you shouldn't believe a word of what that man told you. He was trying to get inside your head. There's no proof that anything's happened to Reza.
I hope you're right. If I've come this far and it turns out Reza's...
Stop it. There's nothing to be gained from imagining the worst. He must be very important to you. Reza, I mean.
He is. Reza was my best friend for so long, and I was totally in love with him. When that feeling went away, I don't love him any less, but it's different now. I don't know what's going on with me. I've lost faith. Not just in him, in everything. School, my friends, my hobbies, my future, Reza. Nothing seems to matter that much anymore. And that's why, when Reza went missing, I knew I had to go after him. Not just because he's my friend, and not just because I love him, but because if I didn't, then who would I be? What would I be? I may not like the Zoe I'm turning into, but I would have hated the Zoe who just abandoned her best friend like that. So, yes, he's very important to me. Of course. And right now, more than anything in the world, I want him to be okay.
So, that man.
The one in the garden. He acted like he's behind the whole thing. Like he controls Wattycorp.
I've heard rumours, but I've never actually believed. I think his name is Alvin Peets.
Peets? The guy who founded Watty?
He'd be several hundred years old, but in a way, it still makes sense. It's a sort of urban water cooler legend, Whatever happened to Alvin Peets? No one knows. But there are lots of theories. Some say they've heard he's been kept alive by machines, and that he still controls Watercorp. It's the kind of thing you have a good laugh at.
He wasn't just hooked up to a machine, Damien. He looked like he was a machine. At least partly so. And he was just... evil. Sad, pathetic and hateful. He claimed that we were stealing his senses. I think he was actually afraid of me.
From what you told me earlier, it sounds like he's completely dependent on the wire. The static must be scaring the hell out of him. If he needs the wire to see and hear, he's completely lost without it.
I just don't feel safe anymore. He knew who I was. He's been inside Rez's dreams. He has spies everywhere. Cameras, bots.
Don't worry, Zoe. He won't find you here, I promise. I'll check around tomorrow, see if I can dig up any information on Pete's. You must be tired. I'm keeping you up.
I'm sorry. I'm just... Yeah, I am quite tired. I guess I should find a hotel and figure out what to do next. Thanks for the clothes, Damien.
Hey, no, there's no need to find a hotel. You can stay here. I mean, if you're comfortable with that. I can sleep on the floor.
Oh, you really don't have to.
I know, but you've been through a lot, and you're helping me out, so the least I can do is let you sleep in my bed. That didn't come out right. You know what I mean.
Thanks, Damien. If you're okay with me staying here, I will.
Okay, so, let me get the bed ready for you.
That's okay. I can...
Yeah. Well, I guess you can give me a hand.
Okay. Yes. Great.
By the way, if I'm gone when you wake up tomorrow, don't be alarmed. I have to be at the office quite early.
Oh, that's okay. I'll be fine. I'll just stay here.
Good. Let me find you a sheet and a cover.